Game 1 has come and gone for the Washington Commanders, and what better way to start off the season than getting a win over the New York Giants. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down why this is an extremely good sign for Washington Commanders fans. I'm your host, Azia Mejia, with Commander Digest, reporting everything all Washington Commanders throughout the whole regular season. So if you want to be caught up to date, everything Commanders, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Yes, we waited months, weeks, days, seconds till Commanders football regular season, mind you. And we did it. We got there. And what better way to start off the season than getting a win over the Giants division rival? I know a lot of Commanders fans can agree that the game started off a little, a little sketchy, a little sloppy that first half, with some miscommunication on plays and, some penalties. Maybe they weren't warranted. Let me not say nothing. I don't want to get fined. But the Commander was able to come on top. And what we're going to be discussing in this video is, can I do it right? There we go. The new kids on the block. I'm talking about guys like number 1 right there, Deebo Samuels and Jacory Krosky-Merritt. Guys, it was their first game and they led the team in their specific stats. While I'm talking about, let me get this right. Deebo Samuels on the receiving end and Jacory Krosky-Merritt on the rushing end. They both led the team and their specific stats, and it's great to see. I got the stats, I got the quotes, I've done all the research for you, believe it or not, so we're going to be breaking it down. But before we do that, if you're new watcher, new viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, going to be covering all Washington Commanders throughout the all regular season, whether that be wins, losses, draws. It is going to be covered. What do we usually say on the channel? And not a Commander's Digest video without a quote. So what is it? Prepare, what was it? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. There we go. Or is it reverse? Nonetheless, if you're new here, subscribe. Now, if you're a returning viewer, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because 87.5 of y'all who are watching the videos are not subscribed. That's crazy, because legit, for the free skis, it doesn't charge you anything. It takes like 2 seconds. You can legit subscribe while you're watching the video. That's how easy it is. But one last announcement. Digest Media is hiring. You can join our team today. Links will be in the description on how to do that. If you don't know what Digest Media is, it's essentially a media company that covers all 4 major sports leagues in North America, whether that be the NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL. More than likely, Digest Media has a channel dedicated to that specific team. So you can legit Google Digest Media. You'll see all the different teams that we cover. And not just me, Commander Digest, is a whole bunch of other teams. So if you do watch those other sports leagues, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there. But if you ever wanted to join this ever-evolving world of sports media, whether that be a content creator, sports writer, storyteller, Digest Media is where it's at. On first-hand proof, they gave me my first shot in the world of sports media, and look where we're at now. If you've been here from the beginning, we have been running it up. And we started from absolute zero. Zero. From views, subscribers, and Digest Media, they've helped me along the way. Clear communication. They're giving me the resources. They're giving me the tools. They're giving me the keys. They're like, here, do what you got to do, and we'll help you along the way. And they've helped me through with content ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and look at us now. Everything's in the green. We're at the start of the season and everything's green right here. So make sure, if you want to be a part of the ever-evolving world of sports media, Digest Media is where it's at. Make sure you go to them, and we can't wait for you to join the team. But back to the video, what we're talking about, the new kids on the block, the new guys, Jacory Krosky-Merritt, Deebo Samuels, already showed out. There were a lot of question marks on them, specifically for either player. Deebo Samuels, oh, he's quote-unquote too fat, he's too slow, yada, yada. Yeah, I mean, too fat, too slow. He led the team. We finally using the dual monitors, if you don't mind me. We got the dual monitors over here with the stats. Finally get to use it, the regular season. But Deebo Samuels, he led the team, the Commanders, in receiving yards, 77 with 7 catches, averaged out to 11. His longest catch was 21. Even had some rushing yards as well, 19. That led him to a touchdown. If he was so fat, why can't no one stop him? You let me know. And then Jacory Krosky-Merritt, we love to see it. We've been covering him throughout the whole offseason. We heard great things from Washington personnel. And go watch the videos if you haven't, when we talked about him post-draft. Go watch it after this video. But we discussed it that this guy, Jacory Krosky-Merritt, we're going to come with, just himself having a target on his back. If you don't know his lore, we'll do a little quick recap. But go watch those other videos if you want the full details. He only played one game in his last college year. It was due to some circumstances off the field with the NCAA eligibility. There we go. And he didn't get to play the whole season for his college career. Last year, he only played 1 game, and he talked about he was going to come in to this team. You know, Commanders took a chance on him because his draft stock was super. It was lowered a lot, and the Commander took a chance on him, and they're like, he's gonna prove everybody wrong. He's gonna prove that he's worth it. That the Commanders are not gonna regret it. And look, I mean, it's game 1, but look how he played. He led the team in rushing with 82, 10 carries, averaged out to 8.2, and he got a touchdown as well. His first touchdown, led the team. I mean, you just love to see it. You know, we knew what we were gonna get from JD5. You know, JD5 gonna do JD5 things. Jayden Daniels, 233 yards, 7.8 to average out right there, 1 touchdown. And oh my God, I gotta have a camera or something. But I called it. I knew from that first touchdown they got within that red zone. I'm like, he's gonna hit Zach Ertz. He's gonna hit Zach Ertz. And what did he do? He hit Zach Ertz. I knew it. We seen him do that all the time. Like I said, during the Bucks game, during the Falcons game, when he's in the red zone, you know, those last 10 yards specifically, he's going to try to look for Zach Ertz, and that's why you re-sign him, and it's just great to see they were able to keep that connection. I know there was also some Commanders fans that are like, oh my God, Scary Terry, look how he played, and we signed him for this. Let's calm down. Like I said, it's game 1. Not everybody can pop off. This was definitely Deebo's game. This was definitely Jacory Krosky-Merritt's game, and especially the rushing. The Commanders really set the tone with the rushing. Jacory Krosky-Merritt with 82, JD5 with 68, Eckler with 26, Jeremy McNichols with 25. So this was definitely a running heavy game. And you know, if all the yards are going to the running backs, there's not going to be a lot of yards shared for the receivers. So let's just calm it down. And that actually relates to the first quote we have, actually. So let's go right into it. From Joanne Coley from Sports Illustrated. This is what she had to say with the multiple options JD5 has within the offense, with rookie running back Jacory Krosky-Merritt in the backfield and Deebo Samuels lining up opposite McLaurin. Quarterback Jayden Daniels was able to spread the ball around in a way that eluded the offense last season. Ooh, there we go, eluded. I might have to add that to my vocabulary. But W quote by Joanne, W reading by me. But that's what I'm sort of talking about. You have all these different weapons. It's not going to be, you know, the Scary Terry show anymore, like how it has been for the last couple of years, especially during the dark ages. Let's not talk about that. But Scary Terry will get his moments. This is why you wanted to go get Deebo Samuels, go get a running back, for you to spread the ball so you have multiple options. That way defenses can't predict where you're going to go, because you have all these different weapons. They can't cover all of them. And that's sort of also what relates to our next quote we have from former Washington wide receiver and podcast co-host Anthony Armstrong. What he had to say on his show, Commander Squad Show. This is what I should have prefaced it. I know it's a Fat Daddy quote. You can read it as well, but I'm going to read it for you. Yeah, it gives you a different option. You think about pass receivers that have been opposite Terry McLaurin. I mean, no disrespect, but they haven't come in with the same type of cloud that Deebo Samuels was going to bring to the table. So now you have a playmaker on that side. Well, if they are able to keep 17 down, not let him get a lot of targets, they can lean on somebody else, which is exactly the case. I know they're going to be that side of Commanders fans and be like, oh, look, we should have never. But look, that's going to be the case. If 17 is getting guarded, number 1 is going to be open. If number 1, 17 are guarded, you know number 22, Jacory Krosky-Merritt, is going to run with the ball. And even Jayden Daniels with dual threat, if he sees an open lane, he's going to take it. And he's great whether or not to take a run or whether or not to throw it. And then you have Zach Ertz. You also have Jalen Lane, the rookie, Noah Brown. So there's multiple options, which is great to see. For our final quote, we also have from Anthony, just basically saying, just reiterating the same thing. The offense was able to make some plays, and they got rolling eventually, and they sealed it late with the Deebo run and the Krosky-Merritt run as well. The new guys, like I said, the new guys on the block definitely put their stamp, definitely put their sealed and packed it up for the game, definitely towards the end of the game, which is great to see. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we sort of had these question marks on the new guys. Jacory Krosky-Merritt, we didn't know what we were going to be like because he didn't play his last season in college, just that one game. He didn't get to show his worth. His draft stock lowered. Commanders took a chance on it, and it's looking pretty good right now. So it's just great to see. And then Deebo Samuels, people, not even, I don't think it was a lot of Commanders fans, but a lot of other fans, NFL fans, oh, he's slow, he's too fat, yada, yada. No one was able to stop him. 77 yards, like I said, catching, and then 19 yards rushing. And I know people are going to say, oh, it's the Giants. I've seen that argument as well. Oh, it's the Giants. They only have 3 wins. I mean, if anything, this is more impressive because those are the teams that you should struggle with the most. I'm talking about your division rivals. because you see them year in, year out, twice every season, so they know what to. Obviously, the Giants knew what to expect from the Commanders, and the Commanders were able to still, like I said, it was a very run-heavy game with the running backs. And even, I gotta give a special shout-out. I know they're not the new guys, but, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, the Unks, the old heads, Washington tonight. The Unks were leading it yesterday with the tackles. I'm talking about Bobby Wagner. He ended the game with 10 total tackles. And then Frankie Louvu, not far behind him, with 7 total tackles. You got to shout out those guys as well, because they definitely left their mark. So it's looking great for the Commanders. And I was talking with other fans. It was okay, because we got the next game is the Packers. So next game, so, you know, enjoy the win that, you know, yesterday. I don't want to date the videos. I don't like dating the bit, but yesterday, and we enjoyed the win. Now it's time, Monday, it's time to, you know, lock in again, because, you know, the Packers ain't no joke either. You face one of your a player from your former rival, Micah Parsons. So you know that game's gonna be just as hectic as well. It could obviously be a playoff matchup. So if anything breaks within the Commanders atmosphere, you know it'll be covered right here on the channel. I'm Aziel Mejia with Commander Digest, and I'll see you in the next video.